Previously on William Weyser's Childhood Fears, William started off the season with his top 13 favorite Nostalgia-Ween intros. Today, he is doing another top 13 list. This time is about a game series that he played when he was a kid. What game series is it? Let's find out. Let's play. And here to talk about that game series is our host, William Weyser. Hi everyone, William Weyser is here, and welcome to William Weyser's Childhood Fears. That was the Living Books logo. And that's what we're here to talk about today. The Living Books computer game series. When I was little, I played a lot of Living Books games that my elementary school had, and a couple that my middle school had when I was in some room when I was with autistic people like myself. These were the games I played during my childhood, as well as living the memories of playing with them. And these games were a lot of fun to play. As far as I know of, there were 18 games in this series, and since this is a top 13 list, only 13 of them could make it. So before we get into my top 13 favorite Living Books computer games, I have 5 honorable mentions. And for these, I'm letting the person say the names of these games, and as well as the stories, and who wrote these stories. Starting with honorable mention number 1.
The Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss.
The Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. I mostly remember reading the book, and there was some Cat in the Hat videos and a lot of other franchise to this. I did play the game in my middle school days just once, and other than that, I only remember playing the Living Books sampler of this, and that's it. There's gonna be more like that than this with my honorable mentions. Honorable mention number 2.
Stella Luna by Janelle Cannon.
Stella Luna by Janelle Cannon. Yeah, this is just too dark to be on the list. And speaking of things that are dark, honorable mention number 3.
The Berenstain Bears in the Dark by Stan and Jan Berenstain.
The Berenstain Bears in the Dark by Stan and Jan Berenstain. I never played this game, but I did watch videos of this in 2012, so that shows a little bit of finding out what's happening in the story. Although I did read the book in person before. Honorable mention number 4 goes to
The New Kid on the Block, poems by Jack Prelutsky.
The New Kid on the Block, poems by Jack Prelutsky. I'm not much of a Jack Prelutsky poem guy, and nobody had these books and poems from this game on here. The only thing about this I played was the Living Book sampler that had a shadow winning. That's one of the poems that's on here. That was from the Living Book sampler. And my fifth and final honorable mention goes to the swan song for living books. And that is...
D.W. The Picky Eater by Mark Brown.
D.W. the Picky Eater by Mark Brown. I can totally sympathize with D.W., whether it's in this or from the Arthur episode I have on VHS and DVD of the same name, D.W. the Picky Eater. I have a very limited food diet, but I do try to expand it in the years that I've been going through feeding therapy and all the times there. D.W. learned better when she went from not liking spinach to loving spinach. I'm still working on trying to expand my diet, and so should D.W. and others that have limited food diets themselves. Alright, that's enough honorable mentions. Now, let's play. These are my top 13 favorite Living Books games.